Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be reacting to a Bleach Rebirth of Souls, about a 30-minute video on, I think, story elements and some different gameplay elements that I wanted to check out in today's video, because I have seen a couple of mixed reviews on the story, the pacing, and just kind of the overall like premise of it. So I wanted to kind of see what was going on. As a Bleach long-term fan, I always really love the story, of course. I wanted to see what the retelling of this was going to be like. So let's go ahead and jump into this little video here and kind of go through some different things. If you guys don't want to hear like my voice over this, I will leave a link down in the description so you guys can check it out. But I will be talking probably over it primarily because I kind of want to give my take on it, of course. So I'm guessing this is going to be like the main menu, which looks pretty good. So we got story. Oh, they got secret story. Hold on. Tutorial store, extras and online. Okay, I just kind of wanted to take a glimpse of that. So it looks like we have secret stories. I wonder if that's like a what if. That'd be kind of dope. I think I already have it in 1060 or 1080, 60. Chad, ooh. God, Chad is so freaking tall, dude. So this kind of looks like an original outfit, though, because I mean, I don't remember him ever wearing something like that. So I wonder how much of a change they're gonna make in terms of like adding their own like little spin on stuff. Obviously I can't understand what the hell they're talking about because you know, the subtitles are also not in English, which is, you know, fine. But looking at it like model wise, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Oh no, they're surprised something happened. I think the models look pretty good. Oh, I don't know about the buildings. The buildings look a little rough. It looks like they're playing on the PlayStation 5 here, so the performance might not be... I mean, it's gonna be pretty good, but I wonder if it runs in 60. So I've heard a lot of people saying it's very like dialogue heavy, which is funny because like Bleach is pretty dialogue heavy. So it's kind of weird for people like, oh, I don't want to sit here and like listen to like 20 minutes of a story. But it's like, I mean, it's a story. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little like more expecting of like longer stories because I play a lot of games who have like longer story narratives. So it's not like just, okay, I talk for 2 seconds and then I play action for 20 minutes and I talk for 2 seconds and I play action for 20 minutes. Like, I definitely understand how people would be more, you know, happy with being able to play more because that's kind of the point of the game, at least from that aspect of it. But if you do like story elements of it, I imagine this is kind of cool to see like the retelling of it. I actually rewatched Bleach recently, so I'd be kind of curious to see like what kind of changes they made. Even, oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, Hollow, the streaker. The streaker is a seeker. I remember this dude. He slits out those little lava shit, or not lava, larvae. Is that the right word? He uses a little tongue to make the echolocation thing and make them pop. So even the bosses look like they have the Baku. And then he just cut the shit out of him. Oh, damn. I was kind of wondering, like, we should have been playing as, like, Chad and Rukia during the first encounter here. So I wonder if it's, like, where they all meet up, which I'm guessing is what happened, because we saw Rukia run up. So it also has all the buttons there on the side. I wonder, I mean, that's definitely not going to be there forever, right? Be kind of weird. I'm guessing it's like it kind of looks like a tutorial, unless they're adding that overlay as like themselves, like on the actual video. So far the boss seems pretty easy. I mean, this could just be because it's like a more beginner boss. It definitely wasn't doing much. So like challenging aspects, that could be kind of like worrying if it's not like a hard boss. Not really expecting like Dark Souls here, but I would be expecting at least a little level of difficulty. Because he definitely like threw 2 bombs and was like, okay, I'm gonna die now. There's Rukia? Hell you run into, Rukia? I haven't decided yet whether I'll play in JP or English for like the dub or like the actual talking. I mean, I grew up with dub, so it's always how I kind of watch Bleach. I did rewatch it through the JP So just to get a kind of an idea, because obviously, like I said, I grew up with the English stuff. So I was kind of curious what it'd be like, because whenever I was watching the new stuff, obviously the dub was behind it. And I was like, I'm not waiting for the dub. And so I rewatched all the older stuff in JP, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good experience. But I always it's kind of weird because like with Ichigo, I just so fondly remember him as like dubbed. So it was kind of hard to get used to. Which is the same thing I actually did with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z when I went back and rewatched that, because I grew up obviously with it being English and Tsunami and all that different stuff. So, ooh, this is kind of interesting. I like the artwork here. I wish I could kind of understand it a little bit more, because I'm guessing this is more like a flashback type of like accelerated storytelling, where it's like kind of like, here's what happened. Did we continue? Ah, so it was just that one little section. Okay, so then he's gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna skip over the sections where he's kind of like talking, because obviously I don't really know what he's talking about. Kudos to him, obviously, because I think this might have been part of a live stream. I want to see the story stuff. So far, the animations are pretty nice. I mean, the expressions are pretty much there. I am surprised how many people said it was like kind of bad. I mean, I'm not getting like AAA quality here, but I'm definitely not getting like terrible. I haven't seen enough to really tell, obviously. My boy Renji, what's up, boy? Can't win a fight, but it's all right. Yeah, okay, the expressions are pretty nice, man. I'm actually digging it. Very expressive so far. I want to see him use his little thing to track people, though. Oh, yeah, this is where Rukia ran away, huh? Oh, wait, so it's going to show when Ichigo goes to, like, get her and has to face off against Renji. I'm guessing that's where we're going with this part. So we skipped quite a bit, which obviously it's just glimpses of the story. I wouldn't want it to show me the whole thing. See, I don't mind the dialogue here. Like, I actually kind of like... So, the thing about it is to think about this game as well. Like, obviously, if you were a fan of Bleach and you've watched Bleach, this might be like, okay, I've kind of heard it. It's kind of like Dragon Ball, right? If you've heard it a bunch, which, to be fair, Bleach has not got to restore, like, a telling of the story in a lot of games. Like, obviously, Dragon Ball, it's kind of hard because it's, like, been retold a bunch. But Bleach really hasn't had that, you know? So, it's like, to have a real official retelling of the story is pretty dope to me, because it's like, I don't know, to be able to see it all, especially like if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily know if they liked Bleach or like didn't really want to get into it, and then you play this game for whatever reason, you're like, damn, this is actually pretty good. I want to watch the anime or like read the manga or something. I think this would definitely be like a way to get into it. So I actually kind of like that they're going depth and showcasing everything versus just being like, oh, here's a little brief of what happened here. Boop, skip, 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 skip. Here's a little brief of what happened here. Skip, 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 skip. So it's like, I think it's kind of cool. So I was kind of confused when everybody's like, it's too dialogue heavy. And it's like, well, story. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's dialogue heavy. It's telling the story, which is also dialogue heavy. A lot of people remember Bleach fights, but they don't remember a lot of the conversations. Like, a lot of the conversations were pretty damn long. He's pissed. He's like, Rukia, you betrayed us, you dumbass. I like the expressions, too. They feel pretty good. Where's Captain Kuchiki? He's flowing around here somewhere. Oh, wow, wow, right on cue, boy. He's just there. Ooh, hold on, the music. I just kind of heard it. I was kind of hoping they were going to use... So that's the thing. I wonder if they're going to use the music from the Bleach anime, because Bleach has got some good ass music, bro. If you've never heard of... If you ain't ever seen no Bleach, you're missing out on just the music, too. That shit's so dope. Played at, like, the right times, too. I would say the models are a little off, but I don't think they're that bad, though. I think the expressions are pretty nice. I would say the overworld looks a little off, like the actual models for the buildings is about the only thing I noticed where it's like, well, it could be a little bit improved. And that's only the ones that are like in the far back. The ones that are kind of close are all right. Comes and gets his ass kicked. He's like, I'm here to kick your ass. Shinigami. Okay, so do we play as Uryu to fight Renji? See, that's what I want to see. I want to see if we're playing different parts of the story. We get to play as the main like fight. You know what I mean? Like, or is it just playing as Ichigo? So we haven't seen, the other side of it because obviously we didn't play Chad against Streaker. I can't even remember how to say his name. Reggie's like, What a confident dude. I remember early season Uryu was just a funny dude. Like, I'm gonna kill you all. I mean, he still had that confidence pretty much like the entire way of the show. So I guess it never really difference. Oh, okay, so here we go. Let's see. We play as him for sure, right? Oh, what? We really don't? That's interesting. So, well, I guess I can't say we're not for sure, but does that, it definitely means it's more centric around Ichigo. Unless we're going to cut back. I mean, because obviously this is like the letter Rukia left. Saying we're out, I'm ditching. I do find it kind of weird that Ichigo is just in a different outfit than what he was typically in. So it is kind of like, I don't know, weird for me, I guess, but. So I wonder what subtle changes they're going to make. So far, this is pretty one for one. I mean, obviously I don't know the dialogue, but. Story is definitely going to be like you're watching most of it. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be fighting a ton. Well, at least at the beginning, though, because it was like that, though. Like, at the beginning, it was very, like, dialogue heavy because you were setting up the world, setting up all the different characters, the Soul Society. Like, you're introducing a lot of shit at the beginning. So it's kind of one of those things where, like, there's not a lot of fights besides, like, Ichigo fighting a Hollow, Ichigo fighting this Hollow. You know, at least up until, like, the Renji stuff, because then that's when he actually fights someone else, basically. So it's kind of, like, hard to retell how much of that's going to be in here. And so, like, I feel like the first half of, like, the story, because obviously they said that they were going to do, what was it, up until the rescue or a little past the rescue? I can't remember. It was, like, right before the Roncar, or at least, like, part of the Roncar. Maybe it was the end of it. Shit, I don't remember. But I know they're going to do, like, part of the Roncar stuff. So it's, like, those fights, like, got more intense, but, like, really, he wasn't actively fighting, like, a ton until we got to the Soul Society. So it's kind of like... You know, at least not like 1v1 fights against like other, you know, Shinamigamis, Soul Reapers and shit like that. And so it is definitely going to be like one of those things where at the beginning it's going to be very dialogue heavy and then eventually get to a point where you just have more fights. That's just how the anime progressed. So if they're going to do a retelling and be faithful to it, I feel like that's just the way they're going to be. Which I personally don't have too much of a problem with. Like I said, this might be like a lot of people's first time ever like looking at Bleach in terms of like story, or like, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that pick up this game just for the fact that they think the characters look cool, or like maybe they like the combat or whatever. And then they're going to be like, oh shit, the story's actually kind of cool. Pat and Clogs, what's up, boy? Oh, he's not sitting in the window? He didn't show his window entrance? What a bummer. Some of this stuff is a little shorter from what I remember. Oh, we don't get to fight Uryu? It is, that's weird. So we're really just going for Ichigo perspective only, basically. It is, okay, so they are kind of like skimming some stuff. Because obviously we didn't see that fight. Oh, the boy. I like how he, he's wording, mouthing over it. True fan. I really wish I would understand what he's saying. I am also trying to look at a little bit of the story, or not the story, but the actual gameplay itself. Because I feel like this game, as it's like kind of came out, or like kind of, oh, that was pretty cool. As it's kind of like pieced out, I definitely feel like it's way more tactical and slower than a lot of people are realizing, or like kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say hoping for, but maybe than they thought. I thought it was a little weird that people are calling it like a arena fighter at the beginning, because it definitely does not strike me as like arena fighter-esque. Like obviously you're in a arena and fighting, so I guess that part of it's true, but it definitely feels a little bit more like linear, like you're kind of on like a plane fighting. Strike back. It definitely feels more like traditional fighting game-esque to me. Break that bro's guard. So I wonder, so are you limited in this version, like of the story? Like you cannot just go like Bankai, right? Because like it wouldn't make any sense. Oh no, Renji's gonna cut his ass. Damn! Damn, dude. Renji's such a badass character. I wish he won more. But he does get put up against some of like the toughest opponents. Like Renji really does get the shorter end of the stick when it comes to like a showcase of his power, because it's like he's just always fighting like such big ass opponents in terms of like power. So like he gets a massive boost, and for like a lieutenant, it's like he's actually super ass strong, but it's like he just fights some of the strongest people. And it's like, oh, Renji sucks. And it's like he's holding up his own a lot of the time against people that he definitely should be losing to, like in terms of like rank. So it's kind of wild. Damn, he's got a massive reach, dude. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's range, but damn. Oh my god, he might lose. So this fight seems a little bit more difficult, but I guess it really just depends on player skill, obviously, right? Is that a 2? Oh, he died. He lost. I think you're supposed to, probably, though. Story-wise? Oh, you're not. Oh, well, it would make sense, though, like, story-wise, that you were supposed to lose. So I'm kind of curious if that's what it was, or he just lost. Oh, no. He was supposed to, like, win. Oh, I thought it was one of those things, like, in the story, like, a lot of the games will do, like, when you're supposed to lose in the story, like, you actually lose in this. Oh, damn. Ooh, this actually looks pretty good. Like the cutscene, it's not half bad. When did he draw his blade? When did I get cut? This is such a cool ass way to introduce like just how far the difference between someone like Ichigo was to like a captain. Like he had no idea that he even like unsheathed his blade. It's like he's just dead. I like the beginning part of Bleach a lot because it just showcases just how much difference in strength that the characters pretty much had. Like the power scaling and the way that it did it, it was so good at the beginning. And it like grew to that point too, but obviously Ichigo just started going like insane, which after this he does kind of go insane with the training and like kind of becoming, you know, lieutenant status, like captain status, basically in power levels, and then like Aizen level, basically towards the end of that. But yeah, it's kind of nice just to see like he gets his ass kicked a lot. Ichigo really is the guy that's like gets his ass kicked, should be dead, and then gets brought back from the dead guy. He's like the guy to be doing that shit. But I always get hyped by that stuff. It's like kind of my weakness, I guess. I don't know. The comeback mechanic shit. Damn, I wish it showed like parts of, I don't know. I hope it's skipping around a little bit because I would like to see like when Ichigo like knocked off the headband for Renji and stuff. I like that stuff. Because you could obviously see that he's like hurt. He's dead anyway. Yeah, he showed it. Unhand my brother. Ooh, I don't like the shading on that. I don't like the shading of Ichigo's hair there. A little funky. This made like the rematch so much cooler to watch though. The dynamic between the two. And watching Ichigo and then Byakuya fight like eventually. Oh god. Unhand my brother. Do you know who you're? Oh. Oh, it's really gonna skip all. Oh no, okay. I was gonna say it's really gonna skip all that. Yo, maturing is realizing how much Rukia was actually protecting Ichigo here. Because at first you're like, what the hell? But then you realize, like, if she had done that, Byakuya was gonna kill this dude or like finish it off, basically. Renji. Yo, Renji, you're gonna get your ass kicked, bro. Open the gate. I want to see the gate. Yeah, so it is pretty dialogue heavy. I'll definitely say that. But like, obviously, like I said, it's just one of those things where like at the very beginning it was. There's a lot of dialogue. So that's why I was just kind of like, everybody's like, oh, it's so much dialogue. Like, I just want to sit there and like whatever. And it's like, I mean, you either probably never watched Bleach before or maybe forgot. There's a lot of dialogue, dude. Oh. The music. Something going on with Ichigo's hair is making me immersion breaking with his hair outlining like that. I don't know, man. Bleach is just one of my things, dude. Like the main power being swords and having souls in the swords and being a soul reaper and having like these creatures like hollows. Like it's such a cool thing for me. Like I love Bleach. I'm so happy that they're making like a rendition of the game and like the story and shit. Yeah, open that shit up, boy. No, show me. Oh, there you go. Show it all. I want to see it all. Oh, okay. So there is difference between endgame cutscenes and like this. Okay, so oh, this looks pretty good. I like that. So they're more like refined cutscenes, of course. And his hair's not as goofy. Oh, his sword's not cut. It's not broke. Oh, come on. You can't leave that detail out. So there's a few details here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Byakuya was holding his sword when he cut the shit out of it and cut it in half. He's like holding part of Ichigo's sword. When I first watched the show, I always thought if they broke the sword, it was like over, like the sword was screwed. Then I realized it just like as the story progresses, it like hurts and like weakens the soul, and then they have to like let it recover basically to get their Zanpakuto back. Because Renji also gets his sword broke, and I was like, holy shit. He just like killed him. Oh, is this like the intro? And this is like ooh, I like this. Like a title screen. Okay, Bleach, okay. I mean, man, I don't know. Bleach does Bleach does not get enough love, man. I'm gonna turn this down just in case this is like copyright. I don't really know. Oh, like an introduction of the characters? Ooh, I just don't think Bleach has got that kind of love in a long ass time. So I'm just so happy it finally is. Like, I hope this game continues to grow with like DLC and like adds like more stuff. I swear I remember them saying they're gonna go tell the Rancor arc. But I don't know if they're gonna go to Aizen or they're gonna go to like just the end of Wako Mundo. It's kind of hard because like the split between that. Oh, Zangetsu. Or well, technically. We won't spoil that, I guess. Ooh, I feel like there's gonna be copyright. That's why I'm not pranking her, but okay, all right, yo. I like the colors here. This is pretty cool dynamic. Ooh. Oh, all the captains. Okay, so we definitely got the well, there's the Byakuya fight. That's cool. Dude, they show okay, so they showed Aizen and Aoki. Cool. Cool. God. It's just gonna be dope as hell, dude. I'm gonna get my ass kicked so hard in this game. I can't wait. I can't wait to lose every online match. Alright. Is that all the whoa. Can't find my mouse. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm super excited for it. I can definitely see a little bit of like what everybody's saying with the dialogue and shit, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I like some of the different restorytelling stuff. I'm a little bit of a sucker for like longer stuff like that. I really enjoyed Kakarot when it was kind of going through like a lot of the different things of like retelling the story and being like kind of through with it. It's kind of like one of those things where like I like details and stuff, but I can definitely see from a perspective of somebody who just wants combat that they're not gonna care too much about that side of it. But the thing is, if they want the combat, then they'll just probably play online. I don't really see too many people who don't like, you know, long-told stories to go and play the story. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's one of those things that maybe the people will play if they have to, like for unlocks or like achievements or whatever. But if you don't like that type of stuff in the story, you're probably just not going to play it, or you'll skip big portions of it. I imagine you're going to have like a skip button or something. He didn't really show it, obviously, because they were just playing it. But I don't know. I kind of see some of the different things with the models. Some of the different stuff is a little merged and weird. Like especially like the models of the houses and stuff in the background look a little weird when it's like way far out. But overall, I think it's pretty good. I mean, for the fact that it's like a Bleach's one of their first like retellings of the story, basically in a long ass time, you know, and this actually has a lot of detail to it. I'm pretty happy for that aspect of it and want to play more, or like be able to play, I guess, in the first place, but want to see more and kind of get into it. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Peace.